Greetings, brothers and sisters. So I've been using the star symbol when I do the 9 o'clock prayer. I think about the symbol a lot, like I've been using it a lot. And it immediately connects. There's just a power there. There's a lot of energy there. So I just thought I want to mention that. It's just, the method is just to, before you do anything in your meditation, you have the thought and you see this star symbol and you concentrate on the center point, the central region that's represented in the center of the star, and you just feel it in your heart. At least that's what I've been experiencing. And then there was another message here that I didn't have, so I'm collecting these messages. Thursday, September 16th, 1999, 8 a.m. I just want to say this is a good thing, that these messages are coming up because every time he mentions it, I'll make a video, and it'll help remind people of the playlist here in the Esoteric Symbol because it's a benefit. But he says, free your mind, come into your bubble, otherwise we won't be able to communicate. Is that what you want? You see how hard it is on certain days to free one's mind. She's having some issues, the medium. Make use of the key I've given you all with more conviction, and that key is the esoteric symbol, which he'll mention in a moment here. It is towards this aspect that all your efforts must be directed, sitting back and saying the master does everything that's a bit limited and reserved for beginners. You all have to act and also take your spiritual destiny in hand. You've come far enough to understand that the master can act only when you consent with your personal work. Let us unite our efforts to reach the goal, be both completely surrendered and active in the way that we meant it. You all must collaborate while being malleable. Do your practice exactly as we ask you to, but with this additional something, the symbol, in parentheses, which you all know to help kick off your concentration. This is not a gimmick. Really try, persevere. Really try, persevere, and you will see the results. Starting with a simple element, one can go far. Scientists who have marked the history of humankind demonstrate the reality of this assertion. Get down to work with all blessings, and then it says 10 a.m. in parentheses. So she was given this message at 8 a.m., and then he came back at 10 a.m. and said, it's been a good contact at 8 a.m. We will not add anything. Regain strength for the day, which is busy because of your health conditions. Good meditation, Babaji. And so it's a good reminder that this esoteric symbol is got benefits that only can be experienced. Because the Sajmarg system was supposed to be without symbology. Symbology as it's used in the esoteric practices and, Freemasonry and the Dan Brown character where he's talking about symbols. He shows all these symbols. Symbols are part of religious traditions and other things. Of course, the cross being the big one, but there's things, that are used throughout the world, the swastika and all these other symbols, right? There's symbols in pretty much everything. And people have their logos, and, they're powerful in various ways. Images that people will have immediate association. You see the Nike swoosh or the McDonald's sign or whatever, right? You have, they want their logo and your association with it. And they have a powerful, hold on people on a material level. But the esoteric symbol is something that's a gateway to help you dive into your meditation. And, when I first saw it, I liked it, but I was aware of the policy towards symbols that Babaji talked about, that, they become hard. The symbol becomes a material, gross, manifestation that people associate with God. And so, like, symbols themselves usually would take people away from the etheric and the abstract. But in the Sajmarg system, you just think about the symbol briefly, and it helps you dive into your meditation. And it's like a starting point, like flipping a switch, the esoteric symbol. But then you don't concentrate on it. It fades away, and you do whatever. You get to maybe even a thoughtless state or whatever it might be through meditation, deep samadhi. But if you start having lots of thoughts, you can think about the symbol again, and it'll help you. And then during the day, if you are struggling, you can just picture the symbol in your mind or your heart. Your mind looking at your heart and seeing the symbol there, and especially the center point, the central region, and it just immediately snaps you back into connection with God. So it's real benefit. So that's it for this short video here. Only spirituality will save this world. It's Paul Romano, definitely pointing from the Apocalaughs and the Ascension. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.